Tonight's night whisper is called Find Peace and Move On. Sometimes the mind keeps returning to something that already belongs to the past. A memory, a person, a moment that once mattered deeply. Even when we understand that life must move forward, the mind can continue to replay the story. Searching for answers, holding emotions, trying to resolve what no longer needs to be carried. Tonight, we will gently guide the mind into a different experience. In this session, you will hear soft guidance that uses subtle NLP techniques, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming, designed to help the subconscious mind release tension and open to new emotional patterns. As the body relaxes and the mind becomes quiet, these techniques can help the subconscious begin to reframe old experiences, soften emotional attachment, and allow a new sense of peace to emerge naturally. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to analyze anything. Simply listening and allowing the mind to settle is enough, because the subconscious mind understands more than we often realize. And when the mind is calm, it can begin to organize thoughts, memories, and emotions in ways that support healing, rather than holding on to pain. Tonight, the intention is simple: to allow the past to rest where it belongs, to create space inside the mind, and to gently rediscover the quiet strength that has always been within you. So, allow yourself to become comfortable. Let your body settle into stillness. And as the night grows quieter around you, we will begin guiding the mind toward peace. Before the mind can release anything, it first needs a moment of calm. So simply notice where you are right now. Perhaps you are lying comfortably in bed or resting somewhere quiet. The room around you slowly settles into the peaceful rhythm of the night. There is nothing you need to do and nowhere you need to go. Just listen. Begin by noticing your breathing. There is no need to change it yet. Simply observe the natural rhythm of each inhale and each gentle exhale. The mind often relaxes when we begin by pacing the present moment, a simple NLP technique that acknowledges what already is. Your body is resting. Your breath is moving softly in and out. The night around you is calm. And as the mind recognizes these small truths, it begins to follow them. Now allow your breathing to become just a little slower, not forced, just slightly deeper, as if each breath is creating a little more space inside the body. Inhale slowly and exhale gently. With every breath out, imagine the body becoming heavier, the shoulders softening, the muscles around the face are loosening. The mind begins to follow the body, and as the body relaxes, the thoughts naturally slow down. This gentle shift is called leading. First, we acknowledge what is happening, and then we guide the mind toward a more peaceful state. With each breath, the mind becomes quieter. The night is holding you in a calm space. And the deeper the body settles, the easier it becomes for the mind to release what it no longer needs to hold. As the body continues to rest, the mind becomes more open. Thoughts may still appear from time to time, but now they move more slowly, like distant clouds drifting across a quiet sky. In this calm state, the subconscious mind becomes more receptive. This is where another gentle NLP technique can begin to work. A technique known as reframing. Reframing simply means allowing the mind to see an experience from a new perspective. Not by forcing yourself to forget the past, but by allowing the mind to place it in a different space. A space where it no longer needs to control how you feel. Imagine for a moment that the memories or situations you have been holding on to are like pages in a book. At one time, those pages felt very important. You read them again and again, trying to understand the meaning behind every line. But tonight, something changes. Instead of standing inside that chapter, you begin to step back and gently hold the book in your hands. You can see that it is only one chapter in a much larger story. And when the mind sees the whole book, something very interesting happens. The emotional weight of that chapter begins to soften, because the subconscious mind understands that your story did not end there. There are still many pages waiting to be written. So for a moment, imagine closing that chapter, not with resistance, not with sadness, but with a quiet sense of completion. The mind does not need to erase anything. It simply places that chapter where it belongs, in the past, while the rest of your story continues to unfold. And as this shift begins to happen, the subconscious mind quietly learns something new. It learns that peace is not created by holding on. Peace is created when the mind allows life to continue moving forward, naturally, calmly, and with quiet strength. Now that the mind has begun to step back from the past, something very gentle can begin to happen inside you. In NLP, there is a technique called anchoring. Anchoring allows the mind to connect a feeling, a state of being, to a moment of awareness. And once the mind learns that connection, it can return to that calm state more easily. So for a moment, bring your attention softly to the center of your chest, the space around the heart. You don't need to touch it. Just notice that quiet area within you. And as you breathe slowly, imagine a very soft feeling beginning to appear there. Not a big emotion, just a small sense of relief, as if something inside you is finally loosening its grip. Breathing in, there's space. Breathing out, there is release. And with every gentle breath, the subconscious mind begins to form a new association. The feeling of letting go is connected to a feeling of peace. The mind begins to understand something important. Moving on does not mean losing something. Moving on means returning to yourself, your strength, your calm, your ability to continue living fully. And as this realization settles deeper into the subconscious, a new identity begins to quietly form. You are someone who can acknowledge the past without being trapped inside it. Someone who can remember while still choosing peace. Someone who understands that life continues to open new paths. new people, new moments of meaning, and the mind begins to accept this truth naturally. You are allowed to move forward. You are allowed to feel peace again, and the more the mind rests in this understanding, the lighter the heart begins to feel, as if something that once felt heavy is now gently dissolving into the quiet calm of the night. As you continue to drift deeper into rest, allow this quiet feeling of peace to remain with you. The mind does beautiful work during moments like these. When the body is calm and the thoughts grow softer, the subconscious mind begins to reorganize emotions, memories, and experiences in ways that support healing, clarity, and inner balance. Tonight, you allowed something important to happen. You allowed space. Space for the past to settle where it belongs. Space for your heart to feel lighter. Space for peace to quietly grow inside you. And this peaceful state can continue long after this moment, gently unfolding through the night and even into tomorrow. Whenever you return here, you will discover many different ways to support your mind and your well-being. Some sessions are night whispers, like the one you are listening to now. Gentle guidance designed to calm the mind and guide the subconscious toward peaceful rest. Some are rampage-style meditations, created to bring energy, confidence, and positive momentum into your day. Others are soothing soundscapes and meditation music, offering a quiet space for reflection, relaxation, or sleep. Together, they form a complete mindfulness toolbox, a place you can return to whenever you need calm, clarity, or emotional renewal. Thank you for allowing these peaceful moments to be part of your night. May your sleep be deep and restorative. May your mind rest easily. And may tomorrow greet you with a lighter heart and a quiet sense of strength. Good night, and drift gently into peaceful dreams.